Okay, back with the Sunset Flip show for part 2 of the TNA No Surrender pay-per-view. Match number 5 was Kevin Nash and Sting versus Jeff Jarrett and Samoa Joe. Bell sounded with Joe and Sting squaring off. Sting then popped Jarrett on the apron. Setting off a brief 4-man brawl to begin things settled down and Taz posed the question of what kind of politics Jarrett is referring to. Today said that they keep talking in circles and there's no evidence of anything anyone is claiming. Today also gave programming reminder that there won't be any impact for September 9th, but they will be back on September 16th. Taz said he along with a lot of the fans has been trying to figure out what everyone is talking about. He said pro wrestlers are paranoid and are afraid of being backstabbed. Today vaguely referred to advancements in the organization since Hogan and Bischoff took over and Nash and Sting not wanting to relinquish a top spot. In other words, nothing has anything to do with a wrestling match or a quest for championship or match victories. Speaking of, remember Jeff Jarrett made a statement about a month or so ago about his big announcement. Well, I found out his big announcement was his kids have a music video or program of some sort in the very near future. Okay, back to the match. The audience not buying the story with which Taz noted. Pop for the Sting. They pop for Sting. Supposed to be heel, delivering Stinger Splash on Jarrett in the corner. Joe then tried to tag in, but the tag was disallowed due to the ref not seeing it. Then went flying through the ropes with a suicide dive on Nash. Back in the ring, Sting and Jarrett had a rough exchange in the corner. Jarrett retrieved the baseball bat in the corner and smashed Sting with it twice. The referee didn't see this at this point. Taz sold confusion over what's going on. Joe then re-entered as the legal man does his Kona clutch, slaps it in, and there's your pinfall or submission. Okay, post-match, Taz continued to sell confusion over Jarrett using the bat. Joe and Jeff celebrated victory, then Jeff took off clapping for Joe. On the way out, Joe retrieved the bat and hoisted it over his shoulder to take off with Jeff, following the victory. Winners after 6 minutes and 13 seconds, Jeff Jarrett and Samoa Joe. Taz was solid here as the voice of the man, pointing out issues for the storyline, but in a way that could help set up the follow-through whenever it happens. That still doesn't mean that TNA will be in a position to make money with this feud, as evidenced by this sample of the audience not buying the story and just cheering their favorites or favorite spots. Okay, Impact Zone, back in the Impact Zone after a video package on AJ Styles versus Tommy Dreamer leading up to the match. Okay, Styles stopped on the stage and pulled the Team 3D. Let's see, on the stage and pulled the Team 3D, hiding behind an entrance stage pillar to hide. Dreamer came out and Styles attempted the ambush, but Dreamer ducked and landed a right hand blow. The fight moved down the ramp and into the ring to officially begin the match. The title he holds now is called the TV Championship. Okay, anyways, AJ Styles vs. Tommy Dreamer, this is a non-title I Quit match. Okay, the match moved back to the floor early on, and Dreamer tried to force Styles to quit, but by wrapping around the ring post, it said. He had him wrapped around with a figure 4. Instead, Styles shouted into the mic, "You suck, Tommy Dreamer." Styles and Dreamer then traded chops to the chest before returning to the ring. Dreamer tried to force Styles to quit again, but Styles shouted again, "Screw you, Tommy Dreamer." Styles retreated to the outside again, and Dreamer came running off the apron with a flying clothesline. Dreamer wanted a suplex on the floor, but Styles countered with a suplex onto the entrance ramp. Styles tried to follow with a figure 4 leg lock, but Dreamer grabbed an entrance ramp stage light and popped Styles with it. Dreamer followed with an attempted choke using the spotlight cable, but Styles elbowed out. The fight continued to the ringside, and Dreamer landed a shoulder breaker. Dreamer then chucked a chair into the ring and slapped on an arm bar. Styles refused to quit before shouting, "You suck, Dreamer, you suck." Dreamer then placed Styles' shoulder inside the chair and dropped an elbow onto the chair. Dreamer followed with an arm bar before attempting a headlock that Styles escaped by rolling to the outside. Dreamer followed Styles to the floor, yanked Styles' arm into the ring steps. Next was a guardrail. Styles refused to quit, shouting, "Screw you, Styles." Then came back with an atomic drop, crushing Dreamer across the guardrail. Back in the ring now, Styles tried to follow up on the attack with Dreamer showing resilience. Styles then wrapped Dreamer's legs around the ring post and followed with a figure 4. Dreamer didn't quit and Styles released the hold. Back in the ring, Styles dropped Dreamer's knee first across the chair. He followed with a figure 4 while still selling Dreamer's earlier arm work. Dreamer then did the classic Dreamer babyface facial reaction as he turned over the figure 4 to reverse the pressure. The hold was broken. Then Dreamer came to his feet only to eat the seat of the chair. After this is at 13-minute point, Styles tried to drop kick Dreamer's face into the chair, similar to how Raven does, but Dreamer moved and Styles' leg was caught in the chair. Dreamer then tried to force a submission with the leg trap as Taz yelled at the ref to put the mic to Styles' mouth. Styles broke free. Then Dreamer looked down at the fork Styles introduced earlier in the match. Styles ducked a fork shot, then hit a Pele kick out of nowhere. Dreamer rolled to the outside and Styles, apparently fresh, attempted a flying attack, but Dreamer caught him with a kendo stick blow. Dreamer landed another kendo stick shot back, and then got back in the ring. Dreamer fired up now, ripped off his t-shirt. He was apparently going for comedy shot with a bright gold and black outfit. Okay, Dreamer slaps on a crossface using the kendo stick, but it snaps in two over Styles' forehead. Because he stretched it so far, kept on stretching, and Styles did not give up, and it snapped in two. Okay, shortly after this, the match ended because the pay-per-view was screwing up online, so I didn't get to see all over with the bell ring and blood all over Tommy Dreamer's face. Okay, Styles then grabbed a second fork and stabbed Dreamer in the face with it. Styles followed with a drop kick out of the corner, then raked the fork over Dreamer's eye, trying to force him to quit. Dreamer, with blood trickling down his face from his forehead, shouted in agony. Before finally uttering "I quit," Styles then dropped the fork and leaned on the top rope, selling exhaustion. It turned into satisfaction with a victory. Meanwhile, Dreamer continued to sell on the mat. And it ended after 16 minutes, 27 seconds. A lot of bag of tricks, but a pretty darn good gimmick match playing to the strengths of both men, hiding Dreamer's in-ring weaknesses and exploiting the backstory to get over the intensity of the feud between Dreamer and Styles. Fortune walks away 3-0 versus EV2 on the night. Okay, backstage, Christy Hemme brought in Kurt Angle to talk about his TNA title tournament match. Plus, the career on the line. Angle soaked in Hemme's commentary before saying losing is not an option. He said Jeff Hardy is a great wrestler, but he's not Kurt Angle. Angle vowed to win tonight, then win the TNA World title with Bound for Glory. He said it's damn real. That's where I left and had to go pick up a friend from work. So I'm strictly on the internet right now. Time for your first TNA title tournament semifinal match. Interesting, going with Angle versus Hardy first. After a tail of the tape review, they cut to a shot of Hardy walking backstage before coming to the ring first. Very quick transition from the Dreamers titles to the tournament semifinals. Not enough time to let things breathe. Kurt Angle then came out for the semi-main event match. Kurt versus Jeff is up now. Bell sounds as they cut to a shot of Dixie Carter ringside watching the proceedings intently. And she also tweeted during the pay-per-view at this point. She did nothing for the entire pay-per-view until this match. Okay, after a shot of the in-ring action, they showed security standing behind Carter, who Tenay and Taz noted was advised to stay away from ringside. Early in the match, Angle delivered an emphatic snap powerbomb that caused Hardy's neck to bounce off the mat. Angle stared down at Hardy rather than attempting a pin, and the announcers noted Angle's desire to hurt and not just beat Hardy here. Angle then settled into a mat-based attack, working over Hardy. After a brief wear down, Hardy came back with an attempted double foot kick, but Hardy kind of tripped over himself into the corner and executed it on the second try. Hardy went up top moments later, but Angle sprinted up top and nailed his belly-to-belly suplex for a 2 count. Angle tried to follow with an Angle slam, but Hardy countered into the twist of fate for a 2 count. Hardy went back up top and tried to swanton, but Angle moved, and Hardy ate the mat. Angle tried to follow with an Angle slam, but connected this time. He made a cover, but Hardy kicked out. Tit for tat on kicking out all the finishers. Angle then dropped his shoulder strap and applied the ankle lock, but Hardy kicked Angle away. Angle came right back with 3 successive German suplexes and made the cover for another near fall. The match is reset with Angle going up top for an attempted moonsault, but Hardy moved and Angle ate the mat stomach first. Hardy then followed with a whisper in the wind, kicking Angle in the face for a close near fall, with Angle just rolling his shoulders up in time. The match moved to the floor where Hardy hit the twist of fate on the padded floor. Hardy then climbed up top and quickly executed a swanton bomb on the floor that stunned the crowd. A replay captured Hardy making a huge stud on Angle's chest. They cut to a shot of Dixie Carter standing across the ringside area with a blank look. The ref checked on both men, then began a 10 count, double 10 count, as Hardy and Angle slowly pulled themselves back into the ring at 12 minutes. They reset with Hardy and Angle trading right hands from the knees, leading to them coming to their feet. Another twist of fate tease. Then Angle hit a German suplex, went up top, suddenly busted out a frog splash for another close 2 count, when Hardy emphatically kicked out. Both men paused to gather themselves, with Angle coming to life first. Angle wanted a powerbomb, but Hardy backdropped out. Hardy then hit twist of fate. He made a cover, but Angle kicked out again. Hardy immediately followed with a leg drop, then went up top, hit the swanton bomb again. Angle kicked out again. Hardy went up top and hit the swanton again. Hardy covers again. Angle kicks out again. Hardy goes up one more time. Angle gets up to his knees this time. Crazy good sequence, huh? Okay, 15 minutes in. They reset again with Angle approaching Hardy from behind. Angle looking nuts, wanted the Angle slam and connected. Angle made the cover, but Hardy kicked out again. Angle bent over, gasping for air,